Why are you deep thinkers? How?
Introverts are good leaders. Why? Because they have deep thinking. Leaders think about their people. They actually listen to the problems of their people. Extroverts don't listen. So yes, introverts are better leaders. The reason blood flows to our brain is just how we're created.
Stop talking about blood. Must you talk about, are you vampire? So are you saying now that
I'm talking about
introverts are vampires? Are you really an introvert?
I am trying to make sense and you are interrupting.
I've just been asking questions.
You are not asking questions because what does vampire have to do with what I was saying?
Right.
You are the one interrupting me and you are the one not making sense. I am making sense, you are just not listening. That's what makes you an extrovert.
At the end of this interview, I would be happy that I've successfully converted you into the winning sign, which is called an extrovert.
Yes, introverts are more emotionally intelligent. The reason is because, first of all, we are deep thinkers. Was that funny?
Go ahead.
We actually think about whatever we want to say. We analyze things critically. We listen.
And you don't judge, like ChatGPT. But let me tell you this. It's very simple to reach the understanding that you guys are not more emotionally intelligent.
Explain.
I don't have to explain it because, of course, you see, keeping quiet does not mean thinking that much. That's not what it means. It only means you're trying to shy away from conversation. That's what it means.
First of all, being an introvert and being shy are two different things. Yes, shy people are they have this fear of the unknown. They are, I won't even use the word reserved because introverts are reserved and there's a reason for that.
What's the reason?
Now, when we go into science,
Right.
yeah, there is the part of the brain that blood flows to.
Right.
That's called the frontal lobe.
So your blood doesn't flow through that place. That's what you're trying to say.
My blood actually flows through that place.
Okay.
It's your brain, the extrovert. That
So
the
you are
blood
using my
does.
brain. No, that's what you're trying
You
to
are
say.
the extrovert
No,
here.
you see, the thing is the question is, are you, stop telling me about blood. Are you deep thinkers?
Yes, we are.
Or not?
And that is the reason.
In 5 seconds, tell me, or 10 seconds, tell me why you are
First of all, you don't have to time me. Sorry about that. You don't time me.
All right.
Now, the reason blood flows to our brain is just how we're created. That's nature. Now, there are different parts of...
Stop talking about blood. Must you talk about... Are you vampire? So, are you saying now that...
I'm talking about
introverts are vampires? Because you just keep mentioning blood. Can you go straight to why you are deep thinkers without mentioning being quiet? You are not a... Why are you deep thinkers? How
we are deep thinkers because... the part of our brain that is responsible for thinking,
yes,
blood flows through there.
More.
Yes.
Than
and for extroverts, it doesn't. It's science. It's proven.
It's science.
Yes.
Proven.
You can go ahead and check it.
It was
in a research.
Okay, well, I don't care if it's proven by the Tinubu administration.
No, you have to care. Because that's science. That's nature. That's what makes us introverts and that's what makes you an extrovert. It's science.
So is the blood causing these assertions and making you feel like you're going to beat me in the next few minutes?
Blood flows through your body. Did you know that?
Well,
I'm very sure you did not know. But blood flows through your body.
I did not know.
It flows through your brain.
Right.
You are saying I should stop talking about blood. We are not vampires. This has nothing to do with vampires.
Okay.
This has everything to do with how we were created.
Okay, Abby, let me agree with you for a moment. But this is why extroverts are deeper thinkers.
Because the part of our brain that does the deep thinking has more blood.
You know what I'm going to do? At the end of this interview, I would be happy that I've successfully converted you into the winning sign, which is called an extrovert. Because you've interrupted me. Are you really an introvert?
No. I'm interrupting you because you are not making sense. I am trying to make sense and you are interrupting
I've just been asking questions.
No, you are not asking questions because what does vampire have to do with what I was saying?
Right.
You are the one interrupting me and you are the one not making sense. I am making sense. You are just not listening. That's what makes you an extrovert.
Abby, you just said ASK as AXE. It means you go about killing people. You said axing instead of asking. Now, it shows you're not listening to even your conversation, which is very, a very simple way of asking if you're really thinking deep.
Do you know what you just said does not make sense?
It does. Pronounce ASK.
What does that have to do with our conversation?
You are not deep thinking.
Trying.
You are not deep thinking. That's one way to prove that you're not deep
an
thinking.
Extrovert because you are trying to shy away from the topic.
Shy?
What does my pronunciation have to do with this conversation?
Okay, let me tell you why. Again, why extroverts are deep thinkers.
Okay. Extroverts.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Because I just read the room and I feel like you're not ready for the response. So let's go to the next question.
No,
You see, that's how I prove it. That we're better thinkers.
you wish.
No, I prove it by saying you are not ready for the answer.
That's what you think because you want to dominate.
No. I don't. It's not.
Today.
It's fact. It's fact. See the way you see your reaction. Do you see your reaction?
It is fact
Hold on.
it is also proven.
The way you adjusted and the way you looked at me. That you're not ready.
Ready for the answer.
To know
giving me the answer.
that we are better thinkers.
Explain.
It's very simple. Okay. Now, if you have literacy skills, and some of them include productive skills, it means with these literacy skills, you can produce ideas to people, like talking to them or writing to them. These are the major ones, in case you don't know.
And you think extroverts have that? They don't.
Is emotional intelligence truly nurtured in silence? Because sometimes what looks like quiet understanding may simply be quiet observation. And sometimes the loudest voices may be deeply emotionally aware. But who then makes the better leaders?
Introverts are good leaders. Why? Because they have deep thinking. Leaders think about their people. They actually listen to the problems of their people. Extroverts don't listen. They just assume that this is what the people need and they go ahead with it, which is not so. But introverts will actually listen, plan carefully, and make sure their people get what they need. So yes, introverts are better leaders. Thank you very much.
Are you done?
You can go ahead and say
the word is assuming and not assume. And on the other hand, I was busy listening to something that could not even educate me. While you're interrupting me, while interrupt, hold on. Abby, you allowed you to talk for a moment.
I'm asking a question.
I had allowed you. Stop asking me, Abby. If you ask me, I will gun you the answer. Stop asking me, Abby.
You think you are going to tarnish my self-esteem because you are correcting all my pronunciation?
I want to keep your self-esteem going for as long as this conversation would hold.
So what does it have to do with all my pronunciation?
But again, what I'm trying to help you understand is proof that I am listening to every word you're saying, whether they have value or not. Now back to the conversation, so we don't lose the point, Abby. So we don't lose the point.
Okay.
Are we better leaders compared to introverts? No. Absolutely yes, and this is my reason. This is my reason. You see, leadership involves communication. And aside from the Gowon administration, since the time after Gowon's administration until the time of Jonathan's administration in this country, we've not had leaders who are eloquent enough. And of course, it goes to show how terrible leadership could be without communication. Now, if you would leave the strength of communication to extroverts, we extroverts, you agree, right? No. You would understand that communication is as simple as leadership. Hence, we have leadership. So it's fine if you want to take the second position, be the second person in command. Oh, hold on.
Leadership is not all about communication.
It is it's
about listening to what the people
want.
One
important aspect.
When are you communicating when you are not listening?
Listen, one important aspect of leadership.
What are you communicating when you are not listening to what the people want?
You
just go ahead with what you think is right. What you think the people want.
Abby,
because you are not listening.
Abby, I'm sure you don't understand governance. I am very sure you don't understand governance. Now you keep talking about listening as an important aspect of
communication. There is no communication without listening. It's going to be one-sided.
Abby, are we talking about leadership or are we talking about listening?
Are leaders not supposed to listen?
Leaders are supposed to also communicate.
What are you communicating when
what
you're not
is
listening?
Communication without listening?
Exactly what I am saying.
So what is more? Hold on. What is more
good for the position?
What is more important to What is more important to a leader's goal? Because every leader has a manifesto, agreed? And there is a point that the leader wants to take you from to, right? Now, as much as the leader needs to listen to your plight and the challenges you experience, the leader needs to also find a way around taking you to the position or the point of A, which leads to the satisfaction, which is, of course, the reason why most times you want to vote for these leaders, which you often hear through their manifestos. Correct? Right. Now, it goes to show how majority, or better still, how important it is to communicate in this case than what you might consider to be listening. Because, of course, when I was saying communication, I would not have thrown the idea of listening away. Now, this is the point I'm trying to make, Abby. Again,
You are trying to dominate the conversation.
I'm not trying to. You have been the one interrupting me most of the times, and
You
I kept quiet.
Even
And
giving me a
I've
chance to talk.
giving you a chance
But no
to
problem,
take the
fine.
cameras away from this place, or what are you trying to do? Now, the point again is this: leave leadership for extroverts. Do you know why? These guys, see, when it comes to leadership, there's something called being agile, and you see that
And you
agility.
feel introverts can't be agile. I'm
People
an
who want to
introvert.
be in their own
No, I'm an
bubble,
introvert.
people who want to be in their own bubble, you consider them to be agile.
In their
People,
own
see,
bubble,
you know what the Bible
as
says?
per-
You know what the Bible says?
Yeah.
The Bible says it is not good for a man to be alone. Man in this case.
That
Man in this case.
is
Man in-
marriage. That one is marriage, okay? I'm not even going to agree
Why
with
you dey
because-
shout?
No! You are thinking marriage and leadership. That's a whole different thing. It's not good for a man to be alone. That's why a man
When
should get a wife.
it
That
is-
is marriage.
listen.
He did not say it's not good for the president to be alone.
Listen. When it was said, at the time,
He did not specify.
there was
right.
no specification as regards
I
to
saw that
whether
coming.
a female should be with the man or not. You know the value of being around people.
Okay.
When there is abundance of counsel,
Who
you
said
will not make
introverts cannot
mistakes.
be around people?
Hold on. Introverts, you agree that introverts are usually people who want to
Exactly.
be by themselves.
By themselves.
Right.
To think. To put things in place.
And then
When we
after-
are
when you're done.
we can invite the noisemakers to the room and educate them.
Wow, what a leader you are. You just called me a noisemaker.
Yes, I'm not your leader right now.
Very-
I'm Abigail. I'm your opponent, not your leader. I can call you what
It's
I
called
want.
opponent, actually.
I don't care.
Anyway, a good leader
Okay.
is someone who understands how to lead people. Leadership is a journey. It's moving people from one particular location to another. My point is very simple. We possess the quality of public communication, especially through public speaking, and nobody does it any better than an extrovert. Do you agree?
That's the only reason why extroverts are leaders, just because of public speaking. Is that it?
I'm sorry, which leadership is done without production of words to lead people into an idea?
Okay, so you are saying all a leader needs is just to be a public speaker.
That's just one.
No, you said all. That was why I asked you if
That's
is-
just one.
Okay, what's the second reason?
You want to know more reasons. Maybe you pay for a masterclass, but notwithstanding, I'm telling you again, that is one thing that differentiates us from you introverts.
Differentiates you doesn't make you a good leader. The question was, why do you think extroverts are good leaders? Not what differentiates extroverts from introverts.
No. I'm telling you what we can do that you
Was
can
that not the
never...
question?
See, I'm telling you what we can do that you can never attain. Except you decide.
There
Hold
are
on.
introverts that
Except
are very good public speakers.
Hold on.
You can't even say that.
and their gestures
you
are poor.
can't even say
Hold on.
that.
They're not introverts. They moved into something called... hold on. They moved into some...
You are
a
not the
confused
one
state.
to decide
Hold on.
whether
They moved-
they are introverts
I'll give you an
or
example. I'll give you
extroverts.
stats. I'll give you the stats.
No,
they
you
moved
know
into...
you are not the one to
they
decide.
moved into something called ambiverts. A
No.
very confused state.
No.
That...
You are not the one to
Because
decide a
because
person's
they understand
personality
they
trait.
no.
No.
There's a there are public
No,
records.
I'm not gonna agree
There are
now.
records there.
Nope.
Look at the example.
Nope.
Do you want to consider an
You
example?
are saying rubbish. I don't want you to finish.
Hey,
what you're
God,
saying,
I
but
don't
that's
die.
rubbish. What do you mean? Only ambiverts are public speakers, that introverts cannot be public speakers?
Mention one good public speaker who is a core introvert.
Head of Elon Musk.
He's an ambivert.
No, he's an introvert. He said it himself
Could
that
you-
he's an introverted engineer.
Hold on.
He said it himself.
Could you whip out?
I've told you that you are not the one
Could
to
you
decide
whip
whether
out?
a person is an
Could you
introvert
whip
or
out
an
your
extrovert.
phone and use maybe
I made
social
my research
media?
before coming here. I made
Elon
my
Musk
research.
is an
He
introvert.
is an introverted
Hold on.
engineer. He said
He
it by
is
himself.
an introvert, but has now tilted towards the direct.
There is
Hold
no
on.
tilting. It's either you are something
Can someone
or
bring
you
the
are
records,
not.
please? It's very simple.
There is no tilting.
Can someone bring the records? Can I read some records?
Tilting.
Can I read something?
Go ahead and check. Elon
This
Musk
is-
is an introverted engineer. His words, not mine. There is no tilting.
I'm reading this.
There is no tilting. ChatGPT, Abby?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm reading this.
Okay.
Now this is a list of successful introverts in the world.
Okay.
One of them is,
Let me call out that list for you.
hold on,
There is Isaac
Bill
Newton.
Gates. Hold on, darling.
There is Albert Einstein.
Would you allow me to call out the
There
list?
is definitely Bill Gates. There is J.K. Rowling.
Hold on.
The list is long. There
Mark,
are so many
hold
introverts
on.
out there that are
One
making
of them
moves.
is Elon Musk.
Okay.
And because, I'm reading here, and because of his interests in public speaking,
Doesn't mean he is not.
Abby, are you
an
listening
introvert.
or you're now an extrovert?
Doesn't mean.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah,
Will you
but
shake me?
You, like I said, you can't change. You can't change it. What is done is done. I will take us back to science. All of us, we are all made of science. Now, when God was creating human beings,
Jose, Genesis chapter 1. I'm listening.
it's just normal for an extrovert to interrupt me, so it's fine, I guess.
But you've been interrupting all the while. Anyway,
When
just make
God
the
was
point.
creating human beings,
Right.
there are pathways and neurons in our brain that makes us who we are today, that gives us the personality type that we are. Did you know that? You didn't know. Now, in our brain, there's something called the ARAS system.
Right.
It's
What does it mean?
Yeah, that's what I want to tell you now.
Right.
Articulated activation system.
Right.
Now, it is what is responsible for overstimulation.
Mm-hmm.
We the introvert, we have that. We have more ARS in our brain. So it makes us overly stimulated in crowded places. That's why we avoid it. It's science. It has been proven. You can go ahead
It is
and
proven
check
that
it.
you are scared when you see crowd.
We are not scared.
You have stage fright?
Overstimulation means?
Overstimulation leads to what?
Do you know what overstimulation means?
I know what stimulation means.
No, overstimulation.
What does overstimulation
Emphasis
mean?
on overstimulation.
I hope you stop
Now,
making new words. What does overstimulation mean?
new word.
Okay, what does it mean?
You are an extrovert. You don't read. Because if you read, you will know that overstimulation is not a new word. Oh my God.
What does it mean?
Overstimulation means that something is too stimulated.
Okay, all right.
Let me answer my question.
All right, so but
now introverts
does
have-
it lead to fright?
Who said something about fright? No,
You
it
said-
doesn't.
Okay, usually your reaction.
When you are tired,
educate me.
Are you frightful when you are tired?
No, I don't feel scared when I'm tired.
Exactly. You want to rest.
Right.
That's what this means.
Oh, that's what it leads to. It makes you tired. Overstimulation makes you tired. No, save the audience the
Overstimulation
time
of what?
of the. No, you say overstimulation of in crowded areas makes you tired. Is that correct?
No, it doesn't.
So, what does overstimulation in a crowded area make you feel like?
Will you allow me to answer the question?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Now, as an introvert,
Right.
there is more stimulation to that part of your brain that is responsible for alertness, wakeness,
Right.
social gatherings. There
Right.
is more stimulation there.
Right.
It means we already have that.
Right.
So we try to avoid it. That's why we seek calmer places.
Right.
But for the extroverts, you lack it completely. That's why you want to be outside. That's why you always want to be outside, because that part of the brain that tells you to be inside, you don't have it. That's why you always want to be outside. It's science. It has been proven. So yes, introverts are really reserved.
No
And
matter
it's
what
not-
Abby says, we're outside. And let me let you understand something. You guys are just scared.
We are
You
not scared.
They are
There's
scared.
a difference between being an introvert and being scared. I have told you that. Don't let me repeat myself because you were not listening.
My darling.
Don't make me repeat myself.
You just
Try and
said-
listen to what I'm saying.
That you have this overstimulation.
When
It
we
gets
are
you
in crowded
tired.
places,
It gets you
it
tired.
makes us sick.
And you want to call back
Calmer
in.
and safer places.
Would you allow me to say the way I understand it?
Okay.
Now, it makes you coiling and you want to have privacy instead of being in the crowd. You're panting. Stop shouting, all right?
You're making me shout.
You're not used to this thing.
No,
You see,
no, you
I
are
can
making
shout
me
and I can be
shout.
calm. and I can do a lot of things. I'm dynamic. I'm extrovert.
You are making me
That's
shout.
who I am.
The reason I'm panting
My
is
darling.
because I'm not used to shouting.
Exactly.
I'm an
You
introvert.
can never be used to it
I'm
because
an
you don't want to
introvert.
live life.
There's a difference
There are
between
some times when you
talking.
need to
There's a
actually
difference
shout
between talking
and be
and
living this
shouting.
life.
You are making me
Imagine if
shout
you were in
and
a
you
cave.
listen.
If you were in a
don't
cave.
listen.
If you were in a cave and you need to
I am
call
not
out
in
to.
a cave, Oga.
If you were in a cave.
What in cave get to do with this matter, Oga? Because which one is cave now? I said I can talk. I don't like shouting.
This is how it is. Very simple. Whether you believe it or not. We cannot be in a place as extroverts. And because we make mistakes, we get corrected and repeat the mistakes over and over again. You see how it works? We're not scared of going outside. We stay outside. We make mistakes. And then we get corrected and we improve our living. So you see, social cues happen every day and we observe every day and we get better because we are in a space where we have the chance to. Unlike introverts, rather, who really do not go out there. And because they're not out there, it's very difficult for them to get the social cues.
Okay, thank you very much for that. All the things you said are trash. There is nothing observant about extroverts because they can come into a room and see that people are quiet. And all of a sudden, they just start making noise. Just to let people know that somebody has walked in. That is misreading social cues, my dear. Because when you come into a place and you see that everybody is quiet, what you are supposed to do as a normal human being is to sit down and also be quiet. But extroverts they can't even be quiet. Talk more of being observant. Who dash you now, observant? Extroverts, observe. From where to where? Have they finished making noise and shouting and seeking attention that they want to come and observe? Extroverts are not observers, okay? Not even talk about outside.
Quiet doesn't mean weak to you, AB.
Okay.
Quiet doesn't mean weak. Do you accept that?
I agree, quiet doesn't mean weak.
You agree?
On one condition. That I am knowledgeable of what I'm supposed to say. But because of observation, I choose not to say it. That's my answer.
Because for you, Abigail, quiet doesn't mean weak.
Quiet doesn't mean weak. Yes. Because to be quiet doesn't mean you are a weak person. To be quiet means you are thinking. You are observing. So many things are going on in your brain. You are being very creative while being quiet. It doesn't mean you are weak. And that's one thing extroverts cannot do. They can't afford to be quiet. They've never been in a quietness for extroverts is like being in a very awkward situation. Quietness does not mean you are weak.
Thinking before speaking is better than speaking to think. AB.
Thinking before speaking is a very weak process of living. Except you are learning the topic or the subject matter for the first time. You can actually speak while thinking. That's what legends do. Extroverts.
If you don't think before you open your mouth, you will just say rubbish when you open your mouth. You first have to think about what you want to say, the consequences of what you are actually saying. If you calm down and think, you will not say rubbish. But you see extroverts, before the question even lands, they have opened their mouths to say what they don't even understand. And at the end of the day, what they are saying does not even...
Wait, Abby, have I been saying anything in my context? No, you made your point. I think so. I think the producers agree that you've made your point. But have I been saying things outside the context of our conversation? So I've been speaking off topic.
List it? You brought a vampire. What does vampire have to do with being an introvert and an extrovert?
And blood. You brought blood.
You brought caveman because waiting go carry me go cave.
Because you were shouting.
So you see, you see. So you see that you will just open your mouth. Wow.
What's the most surprising strength you've discovered in your personality? Something people have never expected.
He wasn't expecting me to be this confident. Did you know? It shocked him. That's my answer.
Introverts thrive better in one-on-one spaces.
Yes, we do.
Extroverts do better in one-to-one spaces. We know how to be dynamic. We show it.
Do extroverts drain people?
Yes. You've seen how I am breathing. This guy has drained me completely. But unfortunately for you, I came prepared. So I'll just have to drink water and recharge. I'll go back to it. So yes.
Do you agree?
I don't need
extroverts
water.
drain people.
Do you agree?
I don't need water and we don't drain people. If you just cannot match up the energy, you'll be drained.
I'm drained already. So
You
you
cannot
just
match it.
answered the question.
You-
Yes.
You can't match the energy. That's it.
Exactly.
Or you agree?
Drain people.
You agree that you can't match the energy.
I agree that you drain people.
Is that why you threaten to beat me?
I will beat you.
Ah, you will beat me. You see what I'm saying? I can't cope.
Are there attributes in extrovert that you ever wish that you have?
Ew.
Ah, Abigail. Abigail, your church mind.
No. No. Because I feel like what they do, I can actually do it if I want to. If I put my mind to go outside, nothing where you won't tell me, I will remain outside. So no, I don't envy them.
The
because I
question
can
is,
do
are
what
there things
they
you want to
can-
learn from?
No.
Are there attributes in introverts that you ever wish that you possess?
There should be.
Because I'm
Plenty.
dynamic, yes.
Let's go cover.
They have the ability to listen, even though sometimes they could lose interest. I could listen. I could keep the interest. I could go for a while without talking, just because I want to consume certain type of information. But life is not just about receiving, it's also about giving. And when you think about giving, that's the extrovert way. You guys receive a lot of information, but do not have the energy to express it. And that's why you've been panting. And I'm sorry if
But
this...
I'm giving you that just my own.
Cut, and that's a wrap.